Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn English, and today the topic that we would be discussing is letter writing, especially for 10th and 12th of the Maharashtra board. Let's get started with letter writing. Letter writing, as everyone knows, was an effective means of communication for keeping contact with those who live at a distance. Though it is an outdated method and people have started using latest technology to convey their message, such as WhatsApp messaging, SMS, and email, the letter writing still remains significant and its significance cannot be underestimated. Guidelines for letter writing. In order to produce a text of good quality, you have to go through various stages of writing. Here are the most important points you should keep in mind. The first one is preparation. You need to plan your written work thoroughly. Next is brainstorming. You need to collect the ideas and materials or noting down keywords. Third is narrowing the scope, which means you need to select the points you would like to use in your writing and eliminate those which are inappropriate or insignificant. Fourth is structuring, which means arranging your main points, ideas, or arguments in a clear and logical manner by using a mind map or an outline. We need to make sure all the aspects are laid out very clearly in few words using a clear structure. Do not depend too much on finding the right words or the right choice of words. This guideline is specifically for attempting your exam for all the subjects. Whenever you start attempting your exam, students, keep these guidelines which will help you write your exam in a clear and a structured manner. Guidelines for writing a letter. Thoroughly revise your text with regard to content, structure or logical order, grammar and sentence structure, your style of writing, use the correct vocabulary, eliminate spelling and punctuation mistakes, and always allow enough time to reread and proofread your text. Types of letters. There are two types of letters, which is formal and informal. The formal letter is letters of business firms, letter of a newspaper, letter of a job application, invitation, letters to government and officials, whereas informal letter is letters to parents, relatives, friends, etc. Formal letter. A letter written for an official purpose is known as formal letter. Such letters are written for information, enquiry, placing order, collecting dues, selling products, lodging complaints, applying for jobs, etc. Such letters serve as a record for future purposes. Points to remember for writing formal letter. First one is try to avoid your letter starting with the letter I, because you would not want to give yourself that importance. Second is try to keep your sentences short and to the point. Avoid using contractions. End with a short sentence that anticipates the response of the addressee. The tone in the formal letter should be polite and impersonal, and we need to use passive voice whenever possible. Points to remember to write a letter to the editor. Always begin with the reference to a recent development, event, or issue. Give details of topic. Bring out the cause and effect relationship. Offer suggestions and solutions. Do not ask the editor to solve the problem, as he can only voice your views and ideas. This is a format that we follow, and this format is called as a block format while writing letter, where all the components should be aligned to the left. The sender's address with the date, the designation of the receiver, For example, the manager, chairperson, the local municipal council, etc., with the receiver's address. It is important to write the subject and reference in a formal letter. You need to give your salutation as respected sir or dear sir, and the paragraphs would be divided into 3 or 4, which would include introduction in the first paragraph, main body in the second, and paragraph third will be the conclusion. Next would be thanking you, yours truly, and your full name or the name given in the question. Format for letter of complaint. We have the sender's address, the date, the receiver's name, the designation and the address. We need to write the subject under the subject line, salutation and content. Students can use any one of these in para 1 to choose as their opening statement. You need to introduce yourself and state the purpose of writing the letter. You need to answer the question, what is the problem? Why are you writing the letter of complaint to the editor? And highlight that problem, which means your first paragraph will be an elaboration of your subject line. Coming to the second paragraph, you need to mention the reason and also describe the nature of complaint, the problem, cause and effect of the problem, which means why is it a problem. For example, if your para 1 talks about bad condition of roads, you will highlight that problem, bad condition of roads, in the first paragraph, and in the second paragraph you would mention why is that a problem. So the problem could be many. It could lead to accidents, it could lead to traffic jam, it could lead to getting late to work, etc., and all these need to be mentioned in para 2. Para 3 would be suggestions or solutions to solve the problem at an individual level as a group. So in your opinion, what do you feel how you can solve that problem by giving your suggestions? So the suggestions could be wear a helmet, drive slowly, take a different route, start early, and then you can also request the government or the authorities to work upon or mend the road maybe late at night so that it does not disturb the commuters when they are traveling from point A to point B. Your para 4 will be a closing statement, hoping that the work would be done and awaiting your reply. This is the format of the formal letter of complaint. Let's see an example of a job application. So read the news item and write an application for a suitable job in the same company. Attach a separate CV or resume. So here you would write the sender's address, which is 828 rented quarters, Mira Villa, Hyderabad, the pin code and the date. The date has to be written like this: May 10, 2020 or 10 May, 2020. Comma has to be there before the year. Next, the designation, the manager and the receiver's address. The reference is important. The reference is your advertisement in the Times of India dated May 9, 2020. Subject is important. Application for the post of HR manager. Next, you need to start your letter with salutation. It could be respected sir, madam, or dear sir, madam. The first paragraph would be the same in every job application letter. With reference to your advertisement in the Times of India, issue dated 9 May 2020, I wish to apply for the post of an HR manager in your esteemed organization. The second paragraph would be a detailed about your educational qualification and also your work experience. I am an MBA graduate from the SM College, Chennai, and I also have a considerable work experience as I worked in human resource department to provide support across different industries. Currently, I am working as a human resource generalist for the past 4 years for Tambo industry. I am fluent in English, Hindi and Marathi. Your third paragraph will be a continuation of the second paragraph wherein you will mention your strengths and how different are you from the other candidates. I have a strong passion for helping others, resources, providing support to my fellow employees and assisting them in ways that benefit them both personally and professionally. I also enjoy looking for solutions to common HR problems, which I feel would be great asset in the position with your company. I believe my innovative nature and strong skill set will help me succeed. Concluding paragraph, I have attached my resume along with the photocopies of my testimonials for your kind perusal. I look forward to an interview in person. Thank you, yours sincerely, XYZ, or whatever name is given in the question. Our next example is a sample question for a letter of complaint which is written to create awareness among Indians. So here the subject is the menace of poaching of Indian wildlife reserves, and the subject can be written from the question itself. So you begin, everything else remains the same, the sender's address, receiver's address, the date has to be written in the format 1 July, 2016. We start with dear sir, and remember we need to answer the question, what is the problem? So the first paragraph will answer the question, what is the problem? It begins like this. This is with reference to a show on National Geographic Channel regarding poaching at wildlife reserves in India and the role that wildlife mafias are playing. The situation is a cause of concern to all as more and more animals in these reserves are falling prey to man's greed and callousness. So the problem is poaching of wildlife in the reserves of India, where more and more animals are falling prey to man's greed and callousness. So this is the problem. Why is it a problem? We'll find out that in para 2. The wildlife mafias have penetrated the very heat of famous animal reserves like Jim Corbett National Park. The killing of tuskers have become rampant, resulting in a sharp fall in number of elephants at the reserve. All indications prove that the police are either hand in glove with the poachers or are doing very little to trace the men responsible for such crimes. Rising price of ivory and the popularity of Indian ivory in the foreign market has led to killing of these animals. The stark reality struck recently with the killing of rhinos in Kaziranga during the visit of Prince William and his wife. The practice of culling of nilgias and the leopard which stray in human habitations is just a heinous crime but also harmful to the environment. So why is it a problem? It is a problem because killing of the tuskers have become rampant, which has resulted in the sharp fall in the number of elephants. Okay, and the police are not taking the responsibility for the crime. Rising price of ivory and popularity of Indian ivory has led to rampant killing of these animals, and that is why, because of these rampant killing wild animals to enter the human habitation, which is harmful to the environment. Para 3 will give us suggestions and solutions as to what we think would help to curb the poaching of tigers in the Indian forest reserves. So according to Raman Sharma, the government needs to make stricter laws against poaching, harsh steps against the criminals and increased awareness among the masses, which can help the issue. After all, He says it is the duty to protect our animal reserves. Fourth paragraph is requesting for the timely action. I hope that timely action by the concerned authorities will contain the damage already done and create safer habitats for animals. Yours faithfully, Raman Sharma. This is the marking scheme for standard 10th, the format where you get half marks for sender's name and address, pin code, date, name and designation and address of the recipient, half mark, subject, reference, half mark, salutation, body of letter, 2 marks, salutation, name of the sender, half mark, and use of proper grammar, 1 mark. The marking scheme for general format for standard 12th is 4 marks and for standard 10th is 5 marks. Let's come to informal letters. Informal letters are written to people whom we know very well. That includes parents, brothers, sisters, niece, nephews, etc. The style of these letters are casual, as if you are conversing with them. Hence, you must use simple vocabulary. Emotions, opinions should be expressed through proper words. The format of informal letter is given in the picture besides. We need the sender's address, the date, salutation, content divided in 3 paragraphs, subscription, and the name. This is an example of an informal letter where you need to imagine you are Gaurav Malia and you are writing a letter to your roommate's father informing him that your roommate has fractured his hand while playing badminton. The address, sender's address would remain the same along with the date. You directly have to start with the salutation. Dear uncle, first let me introduce myself. I am Gaurav Malia, a student of Sri Ram School in Shimla, staying in the school's hostel. Your son, Tejas, is my roommate. He is very cooperative and we are living like brothers in the same room. We help each other in our studies as well as in other activities. Second paragraph, you would write the purpose of the letter. I am writing this to inform you that last evening while playing badminton in school, Tejas fractured his right hand, which has been plastered. As he is not able to write the letter, I am writing this letter on behalf of him. I request you to please inform the family members and not to worry because it is just the airline fracture. Concluding paragraph would be assuring the father not to worry. So let me assure you that there is nothing to worry about and I am here to look after him. There is no need for you to rush here to see him. I will keep you informed about Tejas periodically. Regards, Gaurav Malia. Or yours affectionately, Gaurav Malia. Sample question 2. Informal letter. This is a letter informing a friend how to adjust in the new environment where he's not able to adjust very well. The sender's name is Nimish, living at the address given in the question. The address would remain the same as given in the question along with the date, the salutation, whom you're writing to, and you would begin the letter stating, I received your letter and I'm very glad that you have taken admission in so and so college. However, the reason of writing the letter you would mention here. However, you are feeling sad that you're finding it difficult to adjust at the new place. In this letter, I shall give you some tips on how to settle down in the new environment. So in the second paragraph, you would be sharing the tips helping your friend settle down in the new environment by telling him that he needs to befriend students, sharing the same interests. He can refer to like-minded seniors for help and ask people with the same experience of the place. He can read about the history of the area and its special attractions. He can also get in touch with local people, visit the local market and other tourist spots to understand the history and culture of the city. And you also have to warn him to be aware of people who might mislead or trap him. Concluding para will be, I hope that you settle down in your hostel as soon as possible. Do convey my regards to your parents. Yours loving, Nimish. This is the marking scheme for informal letter, which is the same as the general format. For 10th standard, it is 5 marks. For 12th standard, it is 4 marks. This is the assignment for formal letter. You need to write a letter to the editor of Hindustan Times about the disregard shown by the industries near the rivers towards the environment, causing water pollution by discharging their chemical waste in the nearby water bodies. Follow the format. You may use the following hints. And you are Pinky or Prakash Mishra staying at Devgiri CM Road, Solapur, 41053. Write a letter to the police inspector of your locality, bringing to his notice the burglary that took place last night in your neighborhood. Assignment for informal letter. Example 1. There is running a year fair in the nearest town from the residence of your friend Aman or Amrita. He is living in a village with his parents. His parents want to see the fair, but your friend Aman is very busy in preparation for the coming exam. Write a letter to your friend advising him or her to accompany their parents in any fair. You are Nigam or Nagma, residential of 135C Janakpuri, New Delhi. Second assignment, write a letter to your brother who has recently recovered from high fever, advising him on how to stay healthy during the rainy season. You are Shiv or Shivani. You may use the following hints. Coming to the last slide, this is the format of a CV or a curriculum vitae. The format is you need to start with the personal details, starting with your name, your full name, email address, the date of birth, language proficiency, the language which you can read and write, nationality, marital status, permanent address, current address. You need to write your career objectives, your competencies, your skills, your long-term plan, etc. Next, coming to your educational qualification, your degrees, the year of passing, the majors, university, board, institution and percentage and class, any additional skill apart from your educational qualification. It could be computer skills, any course that you have done, along with strengths and weaknesses in your curriculum vitae. That's all for letter writing for now, students. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and click the notification bell icon to stay updated. Thank you everyone.